Hi everyone, welcome to Tournament of Power, and let's start where we left off with the God Key team. And of course we will face the second part of the route and the teams we are going to face. So first character is Beerus, and we can't let him survive till the start of the second turn, because at the start of the second turn he will lock one of our characters, so it will not move at the start of the second turn. After that, 30% to damage inflicted, additional 20% to non-damage inflicted started at the second turn, and inflicts enemy attribute downgrade plus 30 to damage received for one turn. So definitely we don't want to leave him be from the start. Then we have Gogeta, and yeah, he has minus 25% to damage received, so we have to be careful around this guy. Also a lot of damage. He gives a lot of damage, plus 25 to powerful opponent immediately, so if you play with powerful opponent then you have to take care of him quite fast. And also he has self-cover rescue on strike arts attack and inflicts can't attack for one turn, just like Beerus after the strike attack. So yeah, probably you would like to left him alone at the end, and do not play with purple units if you are going to play if you are going to leave him last. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to lose many health points. Okay, so next one is Rose. Own health is 75 or above or lower. Damage inflicted, start of first turn, minus 20% to own damage received for one turn. Okay, inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 10% to damage received. So we can't avoid that, but we definitely can leave him alone for the first turn, so those minus 20% on damage received will not affect us at the start of the second turn. So yeah, nothing to worry about. And the next one, I guess Super Vegeta, I've told you the last time, but Ultra Instinct Sign. Attack Fusion Warrior, plus 25% to damage instantly, and minus 25 start of battle, minus 25% to damage received again. So yeah, the team has a lot of damage reduction, so we have to brace ourselves with strong characters to defeat them. Before receiving strike or blast art, self-cover rescue, so yeah, if we are going to try to one-hit him at the start of the second turn with proper units, so it won't be affected. But yeah, if you play with other type of characters, then the first attack will be evaded if it's strike or blast arts. Yeah, after that nothing more to worry about. Yeah, of course there is some damage inflicted, but everyone does that. Everyone have that, so I am focusing on damage reduction, just to know how many times I have to hit it to actually defeat it. Okay, just let me scroll to another one, which is Vados. And the start of turn, plus 20% on blast damage inflicted, and plus 20% to damage inflicted by ally tag rival universe or tag got key, so everyone will be buffed here, unfortunately. End of first turn inflicts attribute downgrades minus 32 damage inflicted for 1 turn, and inflicts attribute downgrade minus 72 recovery. Well, it's not so harmful, I guess, but still she's green, and if you play with blue colors, so you most likely like to defeat her quite fast, maybe even first. But yeah, this is the hard stage, I would say. Okay, so the next one, according to map, we will have to go left from here, of course, and this one is a little bit tricky, because Gohan has plus cover rescue on Yamcha, and Android 21 has full cover rescue for I believe Lunch and Yamcha as well. And yeah, also, well, from the beginning, of course, Yamcha has plus 50% to damage inflicted, plus 30 to critical rate and critical damage, and on strike this critical rate raised to 60%, and also inflict heavy bleed, so on strike arts hit, so it's going to be a bit of annoying if you will leave him and he will just try and bleed out your team, so two annoying green characters here. Okay, start of second turn, nothing special. After receiving an attack, multi-target inflicts enemies in range with attribute downgrades plus 20% to damage received. For 1 turn, I cannot remember right now which characters in range. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, minus 20% to damage received. Cannot be cancelled, activates once, so after receiving an attack, so make sure it's going to be a good attack, like special move or something like it. Okay, so next, Master Roshi. This one is not powerful, but still has minus 30% to the own damage received. And yeah, that's it, I guess. 45% to own damage inflicted, but yeah, he is not so strong. Android 21, I've already told you about her abilities, so let's move on. I believe Piccolo, I said his... Yeah, I definitely said his abilities as well. It was earlier in part 1. But Lunch, yeah, minus 20% to damage received and plus 40 to damage inflicted. Also, end of second turn restores health by 10% and additional plus 20% to damage inflicted by allies in range. Of course, I cannot remember right now what is the range and which characters she boosts at the end of the second turn, but I don't believe she will survive till then, or she will have anyone to boost with till then. On Blast Arts attack, 30% to blast damage inflicted, and inflicts attribute downgrade plus 15% to blast damage received for 1 turn on the character she attacked. So yeah, this one will be just as annoying as Yamcha's skill, because we don't want to be debuffed. I don't know, I mean, I think we all know we have to defeat both Android 21 and Piccolo quite fast, then move on to Yamcha, because Yamcha and Lunch are also fast characters. But yeah, it's hard to say which character you should focus on first, because it depends on your team and special moves gouges. Hi Ziad, yeah, I just want to finish it because I didn't have time for this earlier. Okay, so this one was covered, I believe. But yeah, I will start today as well. In a couple of minutes. I will still have some stages to cover. I believe around 15 to 20 characters to be told you about. But yeah, I still have time. I mean, it's till Wednesday, I guess, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days I have to finish this up. Maybe 4. Okay, so yeah, but let's continue with it. Yeah, I know the change. Yeah, but I don't want to focus on the changes yet. I just want to enjoy the last easy tournament of power, but yeah, I will definitely speak more about it in the upcoming streams. So yeah, I've already done some calculations, but let's leave it for later. Okay, so we have Kakarot. He has, after receiving strike or blast arts attack, -10 to damage received. It's not so great, but still. And he has a lot of damage inflicted, but nothing to worry about, I guess. Yeah, so this is the only ability worth mentioning. -10 to damage received after an attack. So first attack will be full damage. Gotenks, start of turn 1, transforms himself for 3 turns on strike or blast arts attack, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received for 1 turn. Okay, so this one is going to be annoying, but nothing too harsh here. Cell first form. According to battle turn, second turn inflicts enemies in range, attribute downgrade -15 to damage inflicted and +50 to damage received starting turn 3. Okay, so we definitely don't want him to survive first turn, so he will not debuff 3 fields, 2 fields in the middle row on the sides and 1 in the top row in the middle. Yeah, it is quite boring because we have the same team over and over again. If you will follow up my previous streams with teams, I guess you will find all the characters I'm describing. So yeah, the next tournament of power will be interesting. End of second turn with Cell, -30 to special move gouge. So yeah, we don't want him to survive the second turn. Kefla. Kefla is a strong character. She has quite powerful strike arts attack, but I guess she's on 4 stars, so... but yeah, with blue in the team, it will be tough. Start of battle, end of second turn. Character Goku, instantly 25% to damage inflicted against Goku. On strike arts attack, plus 50% to strike damage inflicted. Well, there is no damage reduction, so it's okay. I believe Cell was more disturbing character, I would say. Yeah, because at the start of battle, all enemies inflict attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received, so he is kind of like Nappa. He adds add plus 20% to damage received to all, and additional plus 20% on damage received for the turns after attack. So if you let him attack your Gohan, for example, yeah, you should definitely defeat both green units first, or yeah, because I believe you won't be able to defeat him first before he will attack you. I mean, he has a lot of gear restore speed, around 2500, so if you play with slower units you will definitely get hit, so... Well, definitely, of course, it depends how many special moves you will save at the start, and how many faster units than 2500 you have. Okay, Trunks adds plus 30% to damage inflicted against regeneration. So if you play with regeneration you have to worry about this character more, especially if you play with yellow units. Start of battle plus 60% to strike, I mean plus 20% to damage inflicted and 40 to strike damage inflicted. But yeah, most likely he will use strike, so plus 60 and minus 15% to damage received. Well, it's not major, but minor issue. Start of first turn, inflicts enemies in range with attribute downgrade minus 50% to half restoration for 2 turns, so I'll have to look up what are the fields here also, just not to put Gohan on this field, or Goten, the characters which heals themselves. Okay, and the next one is my favorite, Rival Universe. We have a lot of damage reduction here. Bergamo is one of the most annoying character. Start of battle minus 20% to damage received. Before receiving strike or blast arts attack, he nullifies that attack, and after activating this special action, after self-cover rescue from strike or blast arts attack, he cancels enemy attribute upgrade, so just try to attack him with a unit that that attribute downgrades can be aware of, because if you will attack him with Gohan and you lose minus 55% to damage reduction at the start of the first turn, yeah, it can be quite hurtful for you, so yeah, I most probably just leave him be until you will have, like, I don't know, 3 characters left, maybe. Yeah, after that there is nothing to worry about this character. Lavender, I believe he had some poison. Yeah, minus 15% to damage received, inflicts poison. Start of turn plus 50 to next strike and the blast arts damage inflicted. Yeah, but it's only at the start of the first turn, so it's nothing to worry about, but inflicts attribute downgrade, minus 20% to half restoration. Yeah, it's gonna be quite annoying if he hits Gohan, of course. Okay, let's move on to Basil. Minus 10% to damage received for 2 turns only, so if he will survive first 2 turns, he will not have this buffs at all, so yeah. Kakunsa, yeah, most likely I will play with her in the next season, but we will see how it will look like. Minus 20% to damage received for 1 turn at the start of each turn, and if there are more than 3 allied attack, rival universe or girls, additional minus 20% to max damage sustained. So yeah, minus 40% to damage reduction. It's going to be quite tough. Champa is just like Beerus, we cannot leave him be at we cannot leave him alive till the second turn. We have to defeat him at the start of the first turn, but yeah, minus 25% to damage received is going to be a hard achievement to defeat him first. Also, he inflicts can't attack for 1 turn at the start of the 2nd turn, and this is why we have to defeat him. Also, he inflicts plus 20% to damage received for the turns on the character he locked, so yeah, it's going to be tough. Rosie is just like Kekunsa here. After damage inflicted at the start of each turn, she inflicts a triple downgrade plus 20% to damage received for 1 turn after an attack, and minus 20% to health restoration for 1 turn, of course, after an attack, so it's quite powerful abilities, but fortunately she is not so strong. And this one was already mentioned. Oh yeah, this one. I'm talking about Goku. Let's focus on Gohan. Recently he got Zenkai buffed, so of course he's more powerful on your side, not on the opponent's side. He gets plus 30% to damage inflicted against Dark Androids instantly. End of 1st turn he transforms himself and get additional 50 to key recovery, but nothing special. How much key restore speed he has? Around 2400, so it's not worth mentioning even. Okay, some last damage inflicted, start of 2nd turn activates special action, and this one will be a bit of annoying. Plus 40% to blast damage received for 2 turns. On 1 character, and there are 2 more abilities, but nothing worth mentioning. Goku I talked about earlier. Let's go to Sangya. Start of turn plus 40% to strike damage inflicted. End of turn, allied episodes, sagas from the movies or girls, plus 15% to damage inflicted for 1 turn. So we have sagas from the movies. I guess only 1 character is sagas from the movies, and this is Project Extreme Unit. So yeah, let's move on to Frieza. And this one is quite annoying if you play with a blast-oriented team. He gains minus start of turn minus 25% to damage received, plus 50 to damage inflicted. Before receiving Blast Arts attack, he activates special action and nullifies that attack, and after that he gains 100% to special move gauge and plus 30 to next special move damage inflicted. So if you play with blast oriented team, just make sure to start attacking him just right after his attack. If you can calculate when he will attack, just put him there and try to finish him off with the rest of the 5 units before he can attack you back. Okay, so after receiving an attack on health is below 50 or below percent, he restores additional 10% health points and cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions on himself. And yeah, nothing else to mention about this character. So let's move on to Bojack. I almost missed his abilities. Start of battle, allied episode sagas from the movies, plus 30 to damage inflicted. End of 2nd turn, plus 50 to damage inflicted. Okay, so end of 2nd turn, so we can defeat him at the start of the 3rd turn, just so he will not attack us before that. And we are closing up. Whis. Start of turn, other allied God Key, plus 20% to damage inflicted for 1 turn. Start of turn, allied character Beerus, additionally plus 20% to damage inflicted and 20% to critical rate. Fortunately, we will defeat Beerus before he can attack us, and that's well, that's the case. So we don't have to worry about other god keys, so nothing to worry about here, except that he is really, really fast. Okay, Charlotte isn't something special, so I will just leave him be and move on to Piccolo. He also recently got Zenkai buffed, but of course here is not Zenkai buffed. So start of turn minus 20% to damage received for one turn. On target is Cyan plus 30% to damage inflicted. And before special move arts attack, allies in range one above him, I believe he actually doesn't cover anyone, but yeah, he will cover special move. End of start of second turn plus 20% to damage inflicted, and castle attribute downgrades. Nothing to worry about except he's green. Bulma minus 20% to damage received for one turn, start of turn, so each turn. Restores end of turn on health is 50% or below, restores health by 10%. Upgrade special move arts 10, nothing to worry about. Not worth mentioning, cancel any. Okay, start of second turn, activate special action multi-target, cancel all enemies buff effects. And we are not going to actually evade it, because there are more powerful abilities on the stage. It's Gohan and Beerus, so. And about Gohan, every time an ally is defeated, he gains 100% to special move gauge and plus 50% to next special move damage inflicted. So if you play randomly without selecting any order on this stage, Gohan will be defeated last. So he will use 5 special moves on you. So just make sure to defeat him first. Also, if there is character Piccolo remaining, he gains additional 40% to damage inflicted and 40% at the start of the turn to strike damage inflicted. So, except that he is very weak in statistics, his abilities are very powerful. So if he will be Zenkai Awakened, he will still be quite bad unit to use for the players. Okay, this one was talked about, and last stage, last 5 characters to talk about are Frieza, Golden Frieza. He gains 20% against Saiyans at the start of turn, plus 30 to damage inflicted. First turn, activate special action, additional 30% to damage inflicted, so he gains plus 60 overall. Start of battle, if there is tag Saiyan enemy remaining, not worth mentioning. Amount, not worth mentioning. Okay, so second ability is not worth mentioning at all. So he will gain against Saiyans 80% to damage inflicted. So if you play with Saiyan characters, yeah, you will be hit quite hard. Then we go to Gohan absorbed Buu, and this one is also annoying because of a bubble. He will self-cover rescue himself from strike or blast arts attack, and after that he will he will gain minus 20% to damage received bonus. Yeah, after that nothing worth mentioning, some damage inflicted, but yeah. Yanenba inflicts bleed for one turn, inflicts attribute downgrade plus 10% to strike damage received on strike arts attack. After that, nothing worth mentioning also. shield inflicts attribute downgrade plus start of turn enemy inflicts attribute downgrade plus 15% to damage received for 1 turn, and of second turn ally attack lineage of evil plus 20% damage inflicted, but it's end of second turn and he will be the only one lineage of evil character, so nothing to worth mentioning more, except this inflict attribute downgrade, it will be annoying. Then we go to Beerus. Of course we have Whiz, so we'll gain additional damage from him according to battle turn. First, plus 30% to blast damage inflicted, second turn only 50 blast damage inflicted, and third turn 60% to blast damage inflicted. No damage reduction here. So yeah, that sums up the all stages, so let's move on to team selection. And yeah, I've thought quite a bit about this, and I think I will try to go like this with 3 green type units, and the main reason is that I don't need Goku Kaioken anymore here, because they are so powerful, those characters are so powerful, and we will see so many blue type, here. We will face so many blue type units that it will be better actually to face them with green type units with advantage than going with color neutral types characters. Also, they are, as you can see, over 3000 ability bonus, but then when I change, most probably I will go like this, so I will change only 1 unit during my run, but most likely I will just focus on those 6 characters. Well, of course it depends on the purple teams here, but yeah, I believe 2 yellow units with double purple and Gohan will be fine actually, especially when I have in the team like this I have yellow, blue, yellow, and 3 color green color type units, so I will definitely defeat any purple type color within first turn. Of course it depends on damage reduction, but those characters we are going to face, purple characters we are going to face, I am not worried about them. And yeah, as you can see, I've worked on my equipment, so everyone has their A equipment, and I hope it's going to be best. The only character is with double health point is Gohan, because I believe he will be hit hard. Or maybe I'm wrong and I should go with this kind of equipment. Just work on plus defense, maybe. To add him extra 7.5% to strike damage inflicted. Well, it's maximum amount, of course, but... I don't believe I have any razors left, so... Yeah, I will leave him be as he is like now. So yeah, everyone else has their strong ability to strike boost inflicted damage. So the only one in with Blast is this one, and also has decent blast damage inflicted bonus here, so yeah, I believe I will go like this. So I think see you in a second. So how to do this? I only have Poppy screen. I wasn't prepared for this one. So yeah, I will just update the titles and start doing the stages. Okay, so give me a minute or two, and we can start this again from the beginning. So thank you for the stream, and see you in a second.